Nailing may seem like a simple task, something anyone can do. But what most people don't know is that the right nailing technique can make your work easier, cleaner, and far more professional. In this video, I'm going to show you 12 nail-using techniques and tricks that you can apply to your projects. By following these tips, your work will not only become easier, but you'll also achieve results with a much higher level of quality. Tip number 1. When nailing into very hard wood, it's common to struggle, and sometimes the nail even bends because of the pressure required. To solve this, simply use a bar of soap you have at home. Press the tip of the nail into the soap, or lightly rub the soap along the sides of the nail. The soap acts as a natural lubricant, allowing the nail to slide through hardwood much more easily and with far less effort. Tip number 2. Use a piece of leftover plastic. Tear a small sheet, then wrap it around the entire nail in a thin layer. The plastic acts as a lubricant, but the mechanism is simple. As the nail is hammered in, the plastic compresses and slightly melts from the friction, reducing resistance between the nail and the wood fibers. With less friction, the nail can penetrate hardwood much more easily without bending. Tip number 3. When nailing small pieces of wood or working near the edge, the wood often splits because the sharp nail tip forces the fibers apart. To prevent this, simply clip or blunt the tip of the nail before using it. A dull tip won't split the wood fibers, it will crush them gently instead, allowing the nail to go in safely without causing cracks or breaks. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. It's always exciting to see how we can connect with each other from all around the world. Tip number 4. When you need to nail something into a wall, you usually need a special masonry nail or a hardened steel nail. If you use a regular nail, it won't penetrate the wall, often bouncing off or bending instantly. But there's a simple trick to make regular nails work on walls. Just clip or blunt the tip of the nail so it's no longer sharp. A blunt tip won't bounce back. It will chip the wall surface gradually, allowing the nail to go in much more easily. With this method, you won't need to buy special nails just to work on wall surfaces. Tip number 5. Sometimes you need to drive a nail into a spot that seems almost impossible, like tight corners or areas blocked by other objects where you can't swing a hammer properly. To solve this, use a thin metal plate. Place the metal plate on top of the nail head, then strike the metal instead of the nail. This allows the nail to go in easily while giving you enough room to swing the hammer without hitting anything around it. A simple technique, but extremely useful in tight spaces. Tip number 6. Sometimes we nail in the wrong spot and need to pull the nail back out. Even though a hammer has a built-in claw for this purpose, removing a deeply driven nail can still be quite difficult. To make it easier, place a small block or wedge under the hammer where it rests while pulling the nail. This raises the fulcrum point, giving the hammer greater leverage, making it much easier to remove the nail without excessive effort. Tip number 7. If you don't have a block or wedge to help pull out a nail, there's a simple alternative. Instead of pulling the nail straight up, move it sideways. Rock it gently left or right 2 or 3 times. This loosens the wood fibers around the nail, making it much easier to remove without using excessive force. Tip number 8. When nailing into a wood surface, the hammer often slips and hits the wood by accident. This can leave dents and marks that make the surface look less clean and less appealing. To prevent this, simply apply tape on the wood surface around the area you want to nail. The tape acts as a protective layer, so if the hammer slips, it won't directly damage the wood. This keeps the surface clean and free from unwanted hammer marks. Tip number 9. Driving a nail at an angle can be tricky. The nail doesn't grip well, and the hammer often misses because the angle isn't stable. Here's a simple solution. Start by positioning the nail straight, then tap it a few times until it holds firmly in place. Once it's secured, tilt the nail gently with your fingers, then continue hammering. Tip number 10. When hammering, it's very common for fingers to accidentally get hit by the hammer, which can be painful and cause injury. To avoid this, you can use a thin plastic jar lid. Simply insert the nail through the lid, and use the lid as your holder. This keeps your fingers safely away from the nail while hammering. A simple and effective way to prevent finger injuries. You haven't subscribed to this channel yet? Please hit the subscribe button. Join our community because we have many more useful and creative ideas that we'll continue to share with you. Tip number 11. We often struggle to pick up nails scattered on the floor. Besides being inconvenient, the sharp tips of the nails can also injure our fingers. To solve this, you can modify the handle of your hammer. Simply add double-sided tape to the end of the handle and attach a magnet. Or, if you want a stronger and more permanent solution, you can glue the magnet directly onto the handle. With this magnet attached, you can pick up scattered nails much more easily, faster, and of course, more safely. Tips number 12. When cutting wood, we often experience difficulties because the saw gets stuck in the material. This problem commonly occurs when cutting bamboo or wood that is still wet. To solve this issue, you can make a simple tool from a nail that will help restore the saw's tooth setting so it cuts smoothly again. Prepare a fairly large nail, then cut off the sharp tip. After that, split or notch the end of the nail that has been trimmed. This nail, made of strong steel, can then be used to bend saw teeth that have become straight. It's important to know that the ideal setting for saw teeth is alternating directions, one to the right, then one to the left. However, with frequent use, the teeth can become straight again, causing the saw to get stuck while cutting. Insert the notched end of the modified nail into the saw teeth, then gently bend each tooth to the right and left alternately until the proper setting is restored. Please hit the like button if you find these ideas helpful. Your support motivates us to keep creating even more amazing ideas. Share this idea with your friends and family. Who knows, it might be useful for them in the future. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and see you in the next video.